All right, guys, we'll get started. Thank you everyone for being here. Um, as much as I don't want to go through this, I know you've all heard it. They want us to never skip it, so I'll just go through it quickly. You guys can see the right screen, right? Okay, awesome. So as you guys know, we meet every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Virtually, except the second Wednesday of the month where we meet in person at the Expansive. But saving that link tree will give you every link that you need for 1MC Seattle. So what we're about, sharing ideas, offering help, building community, and supporting each other, all while drinking coffee and building community. Some of the differences between 1 Million Cups and other communities or networking groups that you may attend is that we're about presentations and not pitches. I'm a huge fan of Shark Tank, but the purpose of 1 Million Cups is to present, to allow entrepreneurs to present their business and get feedback in a safe environment. Connecting and not networking. So again, really building community and not just meeting people. And we are for the community, by the community. It's ran by volunteers. And we make it a huge goal to be radically and intentionally inclusive. So if you guys see any other way that we could do that better, we're always open ears. So the 1 Million Nation, there's 134 communities about, and this is the Seattle chapter, but there's chapters all over the US. You could attend chapters in Florida, Colorado, wherever it is that you are looking to build your to build a community in. You can definitely visit other 1MC chapters. So to sum it up, we are about education, presentations, and connections. And so the second Wednesday of the month, we get to meet in person, and we do this at the Expansive, which is in Pioneer Square. On the second Wednesday of the month, we still live stream it to Facebook, but if you're able to make it there in person, that would be much more fun for you. I say that because I'm in Arizona and I can't do that anymore. So attend for me in person. And a special thank to our community sponsors, the McLaughlin Method and Method Customization, as well as our volunteers, who most of us are here today on the line. But like I said, 1 Million Cups is ran by the community. So without our sponsors and our volunteers, we wouldn't be able to put on these events. And if you are looking to get involved further with 1 Million Cups as well, we are always open to new volunteer organizers. Just reach out to us via email, or here in the chat is fine as well. So what to expect today? We had coffee and conversation and talked about the metaverse. And now we're going to go into our espresso round presentations. So each of us will get about a minute to give our commercial for our business, as well as ask to the community. So we'll do a minute each person, and then each person gets two other people in the community on the call today to ask questions and kind of dive further into their business. So this explains it a little bit better than I just did. So the way we will do this is use the raise hand feature when you're ready to go, and then we can have a queue, and then I'll just call from that, and you can do your 30 to 60 second presentation, commercial, introducing yourself, explaining what you do, what your business does, and the problem that you solve, and then answer the question, what can the 1 Million Cups community do for you? And so that should be a specific ask. Maybe it's introductions to a certain venue, or introductions to people in a certain industry. Whatever your ask is that would help you in your business, you can give that there, and then we'll do the 2 questions from other people on the call. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. All right. Let's see. I can't see if hands are raised. So if someone could help me with that.
If we're jumping into that, maybe we could stop the screen share, and then
Okay.
that way people will be easier to view.
Makes me more comfortable, so. Perfect. So yeah, whoever wants to, well, we're all going to get a chance to go, but just use the raise hand so that we can start the queue, and then we can get started with Dan.
Great. So with Partner Ally, I'm taking a holistic approach to understand the business owner and their organization, so that I can provide some guidance and support to implement everything from strategy, leadership, foundational systems, process, all within an intentional and scalable architecture, so that I can achieve the business owner's goals, usually to get them out of the day-to-day workings of their business and create more bandwidth for them.
Awesome. And then we can all kind of just pop in with any questions that we have for Dan.
Dan, what's your specific ideal client? I mean, who is a perfect, remind me, who is perfect to send your way?
A small business owner who's still involved with their business. And by small business, I mean less than about 20 million in revenue, or a couple hundred employees, something on the smaller end, but somebody who does have a team and does have revenue. So not a startup. Ideally, they're a service-based business. It'd be great if they're in this time zone. That's about it right now. In fact, I will say that even, I will put out there that even within the 1 million cups community, if there are businesses that fall outside of that, that are still looking for assistance, I'd love to hear about that, because I'm all about supporting the community.
Love it. Did you do your ask, Dan?
Oh, maybe that's, I will say that's maybe my segue into the ask. I will say this, I am interested in getting involved with entrepreneurial communities, even outside of 1 million cups. So if someone has, I'm involved with quite a few right now, but someone has any ideas about, entrepreneurial communities to assist with, especially for established businesses. I know there's a ton out there for startups, but for established businesses, I'd be interested in hearing about those. So.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Stephanie, let's go.
Heated. I saw her a second, then she dropped off. My name is Stephanie Mckellar. I'm the marketing director, now fully 100% owner of Counterweight Media, Inc. We are a content marketing agency that specializes in website development, search engine optimization, content, and finally, of course, video production. And so our moral, more than anything, is to be the digital marketing firm that actually has the transparency and the truth based on what's going on and what's happening in the digital space. A lot of, we're essentially a partner to small business owners who basically don't have that person needed to give them that expertise. What I would like in terms of, I guess, hearing from the community and sort of a request is networking. I mean, the more people I know, the more people I talk to, someone usually needs some help, or at least has a question, or, hey, this person told me this, what do you think about this when it comes to digital marketing? So that's what I would ask in the community, is just, I'd like to get to know more people.
And when you say networking, would networking groups and events be helpful for you in that, or specific introductions?
I think now definitely with both at the moment, just because during spring in this first year, it was absolutely crazy. Finally, I feel like I have more of our production team under kind of an actual better schedule than the whole first of the year. Everyone started doing, of course, their main, hey, it's year 2022. We have new aspirations. And so moving forward, yeah, I'm open to both, honestly.
Can I ask, like, budget wise, like what do you like to see people come in with as far as budgets for any particular tactic?
For any of our services?
Yeah.
So if it's like a website, we like to see people we feel you get the best out of it for like over $3,500 to maybe the $6,000 range, because that's where we're going through content that's 30 plus pages, that's templated. We do the wireframe, the sitemap, seeing that kind of price point, it's worth the investment for our customer. If it's like a quick migration or something easy, usually they're not unhappy. It's like, okay, here's what is at least a bulk of content, something that's going to help you drive forward. As an ongoing kind of digital marketing service, we have customers who just need something very small from 500 to 800. Ideally, it's about 800 to 1200 range, where it's like, okay, we're kind of pushing them, consulting them, actually doing the work, like the very technical work of what they need, as opposed to putting up social media posts or writing a blog. We can direct them better and they feel like they get more out of it. So I wouldn't reach for the stars. I just say that's probably our best sweet spot for both sides.
Nice. Dan posted Success Beyond Luck, which I'm a part of as well. Very, very great group. And then Matthew also hosts a clubhouse on Tuesdays and Thursdays that I've been having a lot of fun with. So I posted that in the chat as well.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Of course. Of course. So I will go next. So Tiara Bonds with Take Charge Consulting. I help entrepreneurs and professionals with credit and business consulting. I've been doing that for about 4 years and recently kind of pivoted into partnering with nonprofits so that I'm able to help larger groups of people at once. And that's been, and also groups of people who are really close to a goal. So for example, Habitat for Humanity, they are in a program where a house is getting built for them. They've got a loan that works, but they just need credit. So, and that's kind of my ask. So introductions to people in the nonprofit space would be super helpful for me. And then I will take 2 questions if anyone has any.
Chair, sorry, I'm on my phone, so it's hard for me to do all the chat stuff. In Seattle, Literacy Source is a great adult literacy education nonprofit, and they do classes. I know that they used to do, they probably still do, financial literacy, so they might be looking for teachers.
Okay. Literacy Source.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a question. Tiara, what has been the best sort of collaborative relationship with a nonprofit thus far? Have there been examples of maybe activities or initiatives that you did with one that you felt was really impactful?
Oh, I love that question. Thank you. Because the partnerships have all looked a little bit different, but what works the best is when it comes to credit, there's lots of education and resources out there already. So providing education on my part is a great value add, but to go even deeper and be able to do the actual credit repair for clients has been the best types of partnerships. So that's what I do with Habitat for Humanity. They are able to kind of pay a big portion of the client's credit repair with me so that the client is only paying, a very minimal fee, so that allows them to afford it. It eliminates that money barrier, but it also gets it done. So rather than just giving them the the steps to fix their credit while they're working 2 or 3 jobs and not going to get to it, I'm able to actually do the work for them without them being able to hire me like normally, if that makes sense. Thank you, Matthew. Jessica.
Yes, I had my hand raised just to be next, if that's possible. Was there another question though that,
Nope.
that somebody had? Okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
Jessica Betts with Edward Jones Investment. I help people who have a lot of problems with money. And so these are not people like Tiara's people. These are people who have money, but they don't know what to do with it. They're scared about it. There's things in their past that make them nervous about investing, but they know they want to do that. They know they want to work with a financial advisor, but they've had bad experiences. So the tagline I use is, if you have a friend who has on their to-do list, get a financial advisor, and right above that is get a root canal, that might be my person. I have a very conversational style. I really work in a no shame environment and try and work with people at their level and then build their confidence as they go so that they feel more protected by their money and more able to accommodate doing more investing. Jessica Betts with Edward Jones Investment. And my ask is just that, if you have friends, if you know someone who's nervous and sort of talking about, God, I know I need to get on that retirement thing, or I just left my job and I don't know what, like now I'm the adult in the room at this business I'm starting and I don't know what to do. That is my perfect client. People who maybe think they don't have enough money to work with a financial advisor. I work in that arena. So that would be my ask.
I have a question, Matthew here. Is that cool? Sure. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, Jessica, you know, one of the things that I deal with in my clients' work and then also in myself too, because I think some ways we're working on ourselves as we're working with our clients, is mindset issues around money, right? So I'm curious, like, and oftentimes that actually is the thing that's preventing them from achieving the thing. It's not that the thing is, it's like there's this weird thing going on up here. So I'm curious, like, what books or resources are your like top 2 or top 3 that you offer your clients from a mindset perspective to help them break through some of their financial goals? Are there any, or perhaps even podcasts that you think are really great pieces of content that help people with? And you're on mute, by the way.
Thank you. I'm dealing with people who are often pivoting in other areas of their life. So handing them reading material, saying, hey, take an hour to listen to this podcast. It's like they're lucky that they made it to that meeting. They want some confidence. They're hiring a person because they want to work with a person. So I try and sort of focus on, this is the conversation that we're going to have together. What I want them to come to that conversation with is, this is, again, a no shame environment. So you came and you weren't prepared for that meeting. Congratulations for showing up. As they get more confidence, then let's see, let me just get out of here. Sorry. There we go. As they gain more confidence, like there's some book lists that I have, but it all depends on sort of where their space is. So some people are kind of on the, I just want the dummies for investing. Then it's like, okay, then go get that book, like wherever your comfort level is. I don't necessarily have any books or podcasts or anything that I can recommend to people. And I say that because there's so much they need need more than I do.
I think we're losing her. I think we're losing
Oh.
her.
Sorry, guys. I went into Wi-Fi and out of Wi-Fi. Never do that. Am I back, Dan?
Yes.
Okay. So long answer to, do I have a list of books? No, not necessarily. No, I don't have podcasts. I have myself. People are coming to me because they want to talk to a person. Any other questions?
I have a quick question. I know the answer to it, but there's so many financial advisors out there. What is your kind of the number one differentiator?
You're absolutely correct. There's probably quite a few who are just like me, conversational, building relationships. But that's the thing, is it's building relationships. So I always encourage people, come in, meet with me. If I work for you, it's kind of like a personal trainer. If you want to go to the gym and you want to get more out of it and you're not going, you might go get a personal trainer. If that person isn't encouraging you to come to the gym, then they're not going to work for you. So when you pick a financial advisor, the person that you pick needs to be that person that's going to encourage you in the way that you want, that's going to bring you to intentionality. And so the people that I work with really well, just come chat with me. Have a half an hour conversation. If I'm jibing with you and you're like, wow, this is great, this is going to help me, that's how I get most of my clients. So trying to tell people Jessica's great because 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm relationship based. I work with people without a minimum, and I have a no shame environment. I think that those 3 things set me aside apart from other financial advisors that I've personally worked with in the past, and then I've heard some of my clients say, these are the things that set you apart, Jessica. So thanks for the question, Tiara.
Thanks for the answers. I learned even more. Thank you. So we're going to switch gears into our entrepreneur presentation. We have Stephen here. Stephen, do you want to share your screen and jump right in?
Yeah, let me do that.
Thank you.
Share screen. So how many minutes do I have? Is it 7 minutes?
It's
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Yep.
All right. Do you see my screen?
Yes. I'm not sure if it's full screen yet, though.
Yeah. You see the blue with productivity and creativity?
Yes.
Just making sure I'm sharing the right screen. So morning, guys. Thank you for the opportunity. So I actually realized the meeting invite went to trash. So I just got it from trash. I joined it. Sorry, I'm late. So, and thank you for making this happen, Tara. So even though I'm late. So anyway, so let me get started. So we are a marketing technology company. We are a startup based out of Atlanta, actually a suburb called Alpharetta. Which is north of Atlanta, right? So we are about bringing AI and technology to the world of creativity or content creators and empower them to create better solutions, right? If you think about it, the last 30 years, we have been using software and technology to increase the productivity, right? But with the advent of AI, for the first time, we can empower creatives to create better content, right? To improve the creative part. So we did start out building some technology first to address that, right? So we have a no-code platform that's kind of key to simplifying creating solutions that involve software and AI and all that. So this is the one that could empower creatives to kind of do it themselves, right? That's what no-code platform technology means in terms of what the outcome for a creative. We also have brought in other technology in the voice space, like natural language understanding and all those things, right? So so we created this base platform, and with that, we have launched our first product, iStory. So this basically allows creatives to create a rich media that is interactive, voice interactive, and intelligent in terms of finding out what the customer needs and only pitching those things. So it is a voice interactive online media, right? So I'm going to demonstrate that, and I'll tell you what problem it solves after I get a chance to demonstrate. Okay, so you should see my browser screen with a play button here, right? I'm going to play and I'm going to interact with it. It'll take about 2 minutes, and I'll give some explanation around it after that, right?
Good day, Seattle team, and welcome. If you are looking for a new home with a unique lifestyle, close to Barcelona, but surrounded by nature, you have arrived at the right place.
In order to help you better, I would like to show you the home that best suits you.
Please let me know if you are looking for a family home or for a couple.
Show me the family, please.
Okay, this property is ideal for families. Imagine a new life with your family enjoying a unique complex with architectural elegance in beautiful Sant Cugat. Perfect for active families. A new and exclusive residential community next to a mall and golf course. We have 2 floor plans. Which plan would you like us to walk you through?
Show me the 5-bedroom at the lower level, please.
Great, let me show you this beautiful space.
All lower-level plans provide a perfect garden space to take in some fresh air and relax. At the center of the living space is a spacious and open living room with strong natural light. A large and fully equipped kitchen and dining area is ready for any gathering, large or small. The spacious master bedroom is a unique retreat featuring a private dressing room and is complemented by a double bathroom with a shower and bathtub spa.
This is a unique space. Do you want me to send the plans and the brochure to your email?
No.
Oh, too bad. This was a demo of the iStory experience.
So what you just saw was a voice interactive digital content working right from your browser, right? And it looks and feels like a video, and you're able to interact with it. It is intelligent in the fact that it is able to find out what you're interested in. It is collecting data and analytics in the back end while it does that. And it is even trying to collect email. That's why it asked the question whether want to see the flyer. If I'd said yes, it would have done it. So it is, at the end of the day, it is a dynamic media, because every time you interact with it, what it plays or shows will be different based on the conversation, right? So that is the media. The next one I'm going to explain is how it is created. But do you have any questions so far on that, right? And this is just a link. I just want to show you that it can load anywhere. A link can be applied. So it could be a website, your Facebook ad, banner ads, and all that. So it is basically digital media content going anywhere, right? So if you don't have questions, then I'm going to move on to how it is created, all right? So I'm going to play this short clip. So what you do is sign up online, log into our, we call it iStory Studio, right? And you import all the contents you have, like images, videos, and all that you have previously created, and then start assembling it, right? The interaction, what it should say, and all that. And you can even do it visually as well. So pretty much all you do is some drag drop, some typing, and some clicking to actually assemble this this kind of we call it intelligent interactive media, right? So any questions so far? before I jump on to the use case of this, as well as the problem you're solving and all that. All right, so the use case is simple. So you would we are basically targeting this product towards content creators and digital marketing content creators, basically, and usually they create content using these popular tool at the top, like Canva, Adobe, and all that. Once they are done, they would come to iStory and import all those things, and then assemble the iStory. Then they would launch it using like the usual things like social media campaigns, email campaigns, banner ads, and all that, websites and all that. And then because it is an intelligent media, it is going to collect analytics. It will even do first party data collection like emails, or it can even do call for actions or send emails, some kind of marketing out of this. It is dynamic and intelligent at the end of the day. So it does more for you, and it is available as a subscription basis. So when you sign up, you pay for a subscription fee once you're ready to publish. So, but the sign up itself is free. Only when you publish, you have to sign up for the subscription. So that is the model. So the problem, if you think about is like AI and all these the things I said, like call for actions or sending emails or collecting analytics, voice interactions. All these things are beyond the reach of content creators unless they are willing to employ an IT team, a lot of time and money, right? But what we have done is flip the price value equation, because now all they have to do is sign up for a small monthly subscription and spend a couple of hours to actually bring all the goodness, and they can do it themselves, right? So that's the problem we have solved, actually. So with that, I would, end this presentation and open the floor for questions.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. Jessica, you have a question?
Yes, and I apologize for traffic noise. So I think it's great. I love that you have different voices, and that as you go through, there's a feeling, a sense that the voices are sort of following with you. But there's quite a bit of kind of, I'll call it robot voice. How are you guys addressing and sort of working on the AI to make the voices sound more human?
Yeah, we are luckily we are at an age where we don't have to address that. It is getting addressed, and there are actually two kinds of audience. One say that, hey, we don't want it to be too natural. That's right. We want to know it is a robot, and there's audience that says we want it natural. And we can even go beyond that as well, meaning we can digitize your voice also if you want, right? So that's the stage we are in. So based on what the creator wants, they can choose those type of voices, right? They can say, hey, I want it sounding like a British voice or a different language, like a newsreader type of voice. So we have hundreds of options now. And to enable it, what we do is we go find these vendors who have these voices and integrate it into our product. So that is our strategy. We don't build it ourselves.
Great. Matthew.
Yeah, so thank you. I mean, I think I have a lot of questions actually, but so I guess I'll ask some really quick ones just to start off. First of all, is this something that is active right now? Like if I want to be a customer, I could sign up for it today?
Yes, so you can sign up as a beta user right now.
Got it.
You just have to reach us. We are not advertising till, let's say, end of Q2. So we're going to keep it to people we know and all that. So okay. I'm going to actually send my LinkedIn profile in a minute. So cool. Connect with me.
Yeah, please. Yeah, because I can definitely see the use case, and so that which kind of leads to my inquiry really, and it's sort of a loose question, so bear with me, and I'll kind of put a spotlight on something, and maybe you can add some clarification, right? I saw that, for example, you can give people the ability to go watch this video or watch this video, see this piece of content or see this piece of content. And then at one point you were able to ask, the person was able to say like, hey, do you want me to take your email address and like schedule something, right? So I'm curious, as a prospective beta customer, I get curious about, is it really just about like directing people to content, or is there sort of a limitlessness, if you will, to the responses I can elicit from the user? So for example, if it gets to the point where I need them to fill out a survey form, or I need them to click a scheduling link to book a time with me, or I need them to, complete a set of tasks, right? How programmable are those sort of variables that exist in the
It can be as
experience?
complex as the author wants, but right now, basically, you would build the navigation tree. Like when you are building a website, you have a navigation in mind, right? And you try to build it. It's similar to that, because we are trying to appeal to creators, and we are trying to learn from them. And what we feel is they're used to building website trees. So if you give an interface like that, they might like us. And that's the feedback we need from you as well. We can make it as complex or simple, but it's something that our user base has to like and tell us what to do. So that's why we have the beta program now, where you can right now build that tree and try it and say, hey, I would prefer something else, right? And we would iteratively build it for you. So that's, we are in the learning phase. We don't know what our creators want, right? We are building, learning from like Canva and Adobe or Loom, tools like that, and trying to emulate those features for them.
Okay, cool, thank you. Yeah, no, I'll check it out. I'm definitely interested, so thank you.
Any other questions before we move on?
Sure, I have one, please.
Yeah.
So Steven, I've seen your presentation before, and I forgot to ask, and with the hierarchy of the way you build your system, can it leave the video through call to action to redirect you within that same website outside of that video platform?
Yeah, it can. Usually towards the end, when you're done, we can ask, hey, would you like to visit our website, and then redirect them instead of just forcing.
Okay.
So,
but the questions, can it be advanced to engage with like a knowledge base, so that it's not just a yes, no, but you could ask for keywords?
yeah, you could.
Thank you.
Yeah, but again, right now, there are like right now you could do email, as I said, but still there's no option to collect date. Those are things we will add iteratively as we go. And we just launched in April. So we are just starting to sign up. So a long list of items we need to add. But imagine total empowerment as a creator, right? That you have something in mind that, hey, it could be an AI technique to, predictability, or to let's say generate a text, right? Because you write in a text and you want it to be improvised automatically, because the way you say in marketing can be definitely improvised. You want it to improvise. Those type of algorithms will be available to the studio media for you, right? You don't have to worry about how it works. It'll be in a format you just click and it'll work for you. That's the empowerment we're trying to bring all these AI and software techniques and in a very simplified way, and empower creatives, right? So.
Sure. So last question, obviously, there's a prompt. What's the integration so that the user has to give permission for the microphone?
Yes, that happens from the browser. right? And it seems to be a common way, and people, as far as I know so far, with sending thousands, right? People are used to it. People are not getting confused, which I'm surprised. Actually, I thought that's going to be a red flag, but people are used to it, and it's coming from the browser, meaning the interface is same. If you're used to iPhone or if you're used to Android, you're used to seeing that. So it is kind of, you're kind of programmed to see those things. So,
Yeah. And what's, do you have a workaround for sometimes people by accidentally hit no permission or don't understand it? Do you have something in your interface that helps people bring back that so they can go in and reactivate it easily?
Right now, from that perspective, it should be a refresh, right? But what we would suggest is the author have a fallback way to respond, right? Which is touch. So you can always, when the question is asked, you can give them option to either speak and touch as a fallback, so they could touch as well. So it is an author's choice.
Yeah.
I would say, and yeah, each situation varies, right? So.
Have you thought, obviously you guys have some skill set. I've looked at some of the talent that you have in your team. Have you thought about adding a web app? What's it called? Not a plugin. Somebody help me. What's the, like for Chrome, you can download the
Is it widgets?
Extension,
the what?
extension.
Extensions. Thank you, Matthew.
So not sure there's a need. This is a link. You take the link and put it in your browser or inside a frame. It just works. So I don't see a need for extension. It's more simpler than that, right? Yeah, I don't see a need for extension at this time.
Great.
So, but where did you seem to have research? Like, did we meet earlier?
I saw you present at another presenter, and then we had one corresponding. I haven't heard from you, so I just figured you guys kind of maybe were building off stuff and looking to redesign things, and figured I'd see you back in the circle of.
Oh, okay. I did not respond. Maybe it went to try. I don't know. I don't remember seeing email from JESSE. I will search my mailbox. Did you send an email?
You sent me.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. It's not a big deal. I was just curious about where the stuff's going.
If you're interested in the beta sign up, we are interested in signing you up. You should, we should connect on that. So, but sorry, I missed your email. So
yeah, I can follow back up again.
Yeah. So.
Cool. And then we always ask the question you're probably familiar with. What can the 1 Million Cups community do for you?
Yeah, so well, just listening to the pitch and spending time with us, great help there. Well, spread the word, right? So, but from a startup perspective, what we are trying to do is do two things. We're trying to sign up beta customers. So if anyone is interested, please reach out, or if you think anyone might be interested, please forward their profile to us so we can make an introduction. And another thing which might be a tall ask is we are trying to raise money. So if you think if anyone would be interested in that, please make a connection as well. So those are our top 3 items we are trying to focus. So.
Awesome. Awesome.
Stephen, do you know Opus 8 Investing Group?
No.
Okay. When you connect with me, I'll give you the information. They're hosting another large round table of pitches. They're always accepting, and they do a very nice open community that basically puts you into all their hierarchy of a network of investors.
Oh, okay.
Amazing. Everyone else on the call, you can present your businesses as well. The application is super easy. It takes just a few minutes. And then we'll get you onboarded and ready to share your business idea. You just need to be starting something new, a new business or a new transition in your current business, and willing to ask for help and learn from the group. And again, we're always looking for more volunteers. So one way to get involved is by offering a specific task. Maybe that's you want to practice simply just presenting and hosting and putting on the event, which is what I am practicing now, as you can see. Or it could be, you know, helping us with email marketing. You don't have to commit to all of the roles as a volunteer. And again, there's the link tree that Adele posted in the chat. Just make sure to save that so you can be updated on all that we're doing. And we're going to break out into breakout rooms. You don't have to stay. If you need to hop off, no worries. But just to allow us a little more connecting in smaller groups.